What was the...
Oh!
Wait, what?
No, go.
I was wondering what the fuck the name of the... Oh, no, I remembered, but I won't mention it now unless it... because it will butter shit. Were you gonna talk about Titans?
No, not yet. I want to talk about them when they show up.
Right.
Because Titans are a big deal, both figuratively and literally. But no, I was just saying I remember what this area is. It is, I guess technically this is the second boss, because I guess the game would count the Knob as boss 1.
Oh, well, okay.
It's not a very scary boss, I grant you, considering that you'll take on multiple as the game goes on.
Yeah.
And they aren't even the most dangerous orc unit. But we've not run into them yet. In fact, we've probably not run into those this session, thankfully.
The most dangerous orcs, you mean?
The most dangerous orc unit. Outside of, obviously, Grimskull.
Right.
Who, spoiler alert, we will not fight for a while.
Now that bridge is a testament to the might of the Imperium.
The Adeptus Mechanicus are masterful.
Their work outlived all of
them. Yes, oh, I know. So the way production works in the Imperium is everything is built off of what are called standard template construct, which are effectively blueprints from the previous Empire of Humanity.
That thing is a battering ram.
That the Mechanicus use. To give you an idea how important a standard template construct is, 2 guardsmen once found a patent for a starting combat knives while scouting the planet. They were each given a planet as a reward for finding it.
Oh, wow.
This patent of combat knives, it's still used by 17 different Space Marine chapters. They are incredibly important. That, I believe the next audio hold on, press start. Have you found it before?
You mean the skull?
Yes.
Which is right in front of me.
Okay. If you hold A, it will play it.
Well.
When you're picking it up.
Has a deep wound to the arm. Signs of blood poisoning.
That's from an orc chopper. We can't stop him from going septic. Make him comfortable and move on.
You've seen these kinds of wounds before?
Unfortunately, yes, in my first orc invasion, which I hoped would be my last. Yet here I am again. Right, who's next?
What other invasion would you hope for instead then?
Talon? Maybe? I mean, here's the thing. Orcs are probably, in terms of dying in 40k, orcs are probably the nicest way to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, aren't like... It's filled with shit enemies, like, to fight. Wouldn't orcs be the best ones, because they're not super smart?
For the most part, they aren't super smart, yeah. Orcs will just kill you. And they'll do it with fairly effectively. The only time... I've got a cars. The only ones I'm thinking of that might be better are like regular human rebels. But the issue with human rebels is they do tend to very quickly turn to chaos. Which is not particularly nice because that invariably involves demons. Which, which I'm sure I don't have to explain to people, demons bad. That's
For fuck's sake.
above you. Yeah, bomb squigs are a pain.
Jesus, they never run out.
Yeah. Just be glad that they're bomb squigs and not squigoths, though, eh?
Now to stop this ram. Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough.
That's alright. But I wouldn't recommend standing around for 6 minutes. Largely because, let's face it, this game's art style is not much to look at. It's very accurate because a Forge World would look like this, but that's because Forge Worlds are generally pretty shitty places. As is a good chunk of the Imperium, to be fair. They're probably like a step above Hive Worlds. But like that's only because on a Forge World you're not likely to randomly get killed by mutants. You are likely to suffer an industrial accident, but that's about it. Also, those classes are a lot harder on hard.
Yeah.
The Orcs put up a much bigger resistance. Don't worry, you'll be getting up there fairly soon. Oh! That man was dead.
Shoulder charged him.
Yeah.
Right as he wanted to shoulder charge me.
One of the things I really like about this game is the level of blood you get covered in.
Sedona's time to impact.
We need to deal with that drop. Water fire cannot penetrate his armor.
These trains have point defense turrets. There'll be a heavy weapon ahead.
Forward then.
Turret sighted.
Cover me while I get to that weapon.
Yeah. We are going to want to get that plasma cannon. Plasma weapons in 40k in this period, because they changed are very interesting, because if you fire them to plasma weapon too much, it has a chance of exploding.
Right.
Because in this, it doesn't work like that, they just overheat and vent. But now it's time for the second boss. Rip off that plasma cannon and shoot down the dropship. It's behind you.
Shoot down what? Oh, shoot down this.
That. You don't have to shoot big lobs at it. You can just directly. As you can see, it overheats very quickly. Yeah, there's a reason I said not to fire the large blows. Very difficult to hit things. You also press reload to vent the plasma cannon.
Right.
Because you don't, you're not, it doesn't have any ammo, its entire clip is the, or it has its entire clip loaded at once. You just, you vent it, yeah, you hold R to vent it, to stop it from overheating. Otherwise you can't fire it again until it's finished. Oh, nice one.
There we go.
Yes! There we go. Woo!
Okay. That looked weird. Part 2, the Inquisitor.
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, I believe this is where the demo starts, if you play that.
The
I think it does,
still
yeah.
holds.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long. We must hurry.
I know this is definitely where the demo starts if you play the demo.
Okay. I did not play the demo. I played this, I picked it. Ah!
What is
What?
that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition. Interesting.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off, but now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands, or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. Was nearly ready.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the orcs do. Keep moving.
Do the Space Marine really like not agree, but
Ooh.
yeah, again,
know.
I agree to that of experimental weapons. Aren't they all about the not getting new shit?
See, no, it's not the Space Marines, it's the Adeptus Mechanicus. And it varies. It depends on who was running this Forge World.
Oh,
Or
okay.
that section of the Forge
Captain,
World.
look. The orcs.
Like, some Mechanicus, members of the Mechanicus, are like, fuck everything that's not come from an Other people will be like, maybe we could try sticking las cannons onto this Chimera. Some people are like, maybe we should look at what the Deimos are doing to figure something out. And then some people are like, let's worship the Necron. It really varies. The Adeptus Mechanicus, like any large organization, has many functions. This crane is really cool, by the way, because it is moving around and casting a shadow in real time.
Hmm. Also, the Adeptus Mechanicus would translate to what? I mean, like what in lame terms, you know? Like all
Most
Space
people-
Marine, or like
Oh, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, the Adeptus Mechanicus are cyborg. Effectively, they were.
oh, were they
worship-
the ones worshipping machines?
Yes, the Adeptus Mechanicus serve the machine god or the Omnissiah. They, the Emperor basically turned up with the original Space Marine Legion on Mars and said, "Hey, I want you guys to make some tech for me," and they were like, "Are you our god?" And he looked around at all of the guns they had, and he said, "Yes." And the Mechanicus went, "That's bullshit, but we believe you." And so they started. Technically, worshipping the Omnissiah is heresy, because it's not worshipping the Emperor. But they've gone, no, the Emperor is the avatar of the Omnissiah because he's all about logic and reason. And so they're allowed. Also, they're kind of the only people who know how technology works.
Right. So before, what I was
Forward.
confused about
Clear out
was
the orcs.
I was confusing Titan with Avatar.
Oh no! Yes, no.
And so, what are avatars? Since you now
Avatar-
mentioned it.
Okay. Okay. So you are talking about the avatar of Kay. the
Orcs have managed to power
yeah,
that
it's
cannon.
not really relevant
Even
to
a
this
single
game because the
shot
Eldar
would
don't
strike
show
through
up.
the gates.
But
Cannot allow that.
so the Eldar have their own god. The Eldar basically, when the Eldar fucked Slanesh into existence because they become decadent in the head, and were basically having planet-wide orgies. The all but 3 of the Eldar gods died. The Laughing God, whose name I can never pronounce, basically was hiding in the webway. Isha, who's the Eldar goddess of fertility. That's a plasma annihilator, also. It's a big plasma weapon. But yes, Isha was
This is
captured
Captain
by
Titus of
Slanesh,
the Ultramarines. Identify yourself.
but
Corporal
stolen.
Anti-Officer, that is, my lord.
I don't know.
I need access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord. We can meet you there.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
Yes, Isha was captured by Slanesh, but later the Chaos God Nurgle invaded Slanesh's domain and stole and kidnapped Ishra, where he tests all of his new diseases and toxins on her. However, she takes pity on the beings in the material world, and when Nurgle is not looking, will whisper cures to humans and Eldar. The final god that survived is the death of the Eldar gods, is Kayla Mencha Kay, the bloody-handed god. So called because he once killed a Elder Maiden and was cursed by the King of the Eldar to have his hands flow forevermore with her blood. Now, when Cain was the Eldar god of war, and when he showed up to fight Slanesh, he was too strong to be killed, but too weak to defeat it. So he battled it. So he was locked in a cycle of getting the shit kicked out of him and barely surviving. Then Khorne showed up. Khorne is the chaos god of blood and death, and he turned up and claimed that as Cain was the god of war, he was his domain, and Slanesh should better hand him over. Slanesh wasn't happy with this, and a battle ensued. The ensuing battle was so ferocious, it killed Cain and ripped him into a million pieces. Each piece is found, but was ended up on various Eldar craft worlds, where they are locked in the middle. In times of great stress, the door is locked behind you open, and one of the leaders of the warrior guild on a craft world will feel a summon. They will enter this room aboard the craft world, and after much screaming, they will have fused with the fragment of Cain and become an avatar of his. They will fight in a battle and then eventually die, whereupon the machine that is Cain, the avatar for lack of better term, will be returned to its room, and the Exarch is never heard from again.
And so they think that the Emperor is one of these pieces?
No, an aspect of it would be easier to say that the Mechanicus think that the Emperor is their robot Jesus.
Right. So they think the machine god is the thing, okay.
No, they think that the Emperor is. They think that the Emperor is the Omnisire in human form, because he was all about logic and reason, and religion is bad.
Oh, okay. So.
And also, he didn't kill them. He didn't immediately destroy them with his hyper advanced soldiers.
So they worship the Adeptus Mechanicus,
worship
worship the
technically.
machine god, and they believe the Emperor is the personification of their machine god.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Yes. The Eldar thing was completely unrelated ramble. Now, pause. I believe. Yes. Guardsman Journal 3, first one.
Listen to that one. Is that one first?
Yes.
This wouldn't be found first?
No, it is not.
Personal message cache. Guardsman Alexander. Today was a good day. We were clearing a foundry of all
Excuse you, Guardsman Alexander, could you speak up a bit?
inside because it was full of civilians. Starving, scared, some no more than kids, but still alive.
Hold on, what?
Wait.
You fucking...
Personal message cache. Guardsman
Oh, that's
Alexander.
better.
Today was a good day.
I don't know what happened there.
Foundry of orcs. I heard a banging from inside the furnace. It's a good thing I didn't throw a grenade inside because it was full of civilians. Starving, scared, some no more than kids, but still alive. It cheered everyone up to see them. Gives us something worth fighting for, you know? Now we've just got to keep the orcs away from them.
Good luck with that. Ah! This area. This is the first area that I feel it is acceptable to die.
No, it's... I might complicate this area, or like confuse this area with... Because this is an area where you can do the multiplayer like wave things, I believe.
No.
Unless this is the one I think of where they shit out a shit ton of hard boys, I believe.
Yes.
Look
This
at
is
Power
Power
Axe.
Axe. Is sheathed in a sparkling power field and delivers devastating blows able to crack open heavy armor. It basically it's slightly slower than chainsaw, but it deals more damage.
It also has a higher combo.
Yeah.
And you can aim the end bit combo more.
Yeah. I would recommend gunning some dudes and splitting their head off.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, and you can see why this area can become a problem. On heart.
Yeah, especially since they refuse to give you any mitigation nor immunity to damage as you're doing these animations. Excuse you, don't think I didn't see you. Also, I was mistaken. I thought they were gonna throw a shit ton of our boys against you, but no.
No, I know the area you're thinking. And no, our boys are still considered something to use sparingly. Like, they got not 100% sure. No. Ah, there. As you can see, there are two of them.
And now they are 0.
There we go. Here are the goods.
Corporal Antioch,
Yes, my lord.
we have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Yes, Lord Drogon. We have not seen him for several days.
And this is where the demo ends.
Has the Liberation Fleet arrived, my lord?
Specifically after
Fleet is
that
still en route,
sentence.
Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard, to cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable assets.
I see.
But the facility and its titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no orc has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the Colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
Don't worry about it. This is where you would get Inquisitor
Here
Drogon.
we are, my lord.
My thanks, Corporal.
Encoded transmission from Inquisitor Drogon to Inquisitor Lord Sharp. As we'd hoped, my lord, Forge World Graya is an ideal location to focus on my work. Though helpful, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus are forever curious. Interest can easily turn to interference. I will be cautious about involving them in my experiments, at least for now.
I find like all of the
Mhm.
lore and like the world of 4K incredibly interesting, but it's very difficult to know like where to gain,
Where to
and
start
also
off.
what is considered a good and what is considered absolute balls and whatnot.
There's a really easy way of doing it, unless it is a book written by one of like 5 authors in the Black Library. It's shit.
And also, are all
And if
these
it's
books
under a book-
canon?
Yes, everything is canon.
Okay, so because you never know, like when there's like, oh, there's books, and I'm like, so like novels aren't always canon when you have a thing that started as something else.
All the
But
Black Library books are canon.
you say
They
that
are,
you say all the Black Library books. Are there
Yes.
more than those?
no, Black Library is Game Workshops. That took way too long to say. Publishing arm. So they publish all of their books.
A place the orcs stain.
I would like to make the point
I doubt he's
they are
dropping a
canon.
on the
They are
controls
not
to back
true.
Indeed.
Because that is how they stop people like me getting very angry with them. It also means that people can avoid. It also means that they get to brush stuff like the Dawn of War novels under the rug because C.S. Gosso is fucking horrendous at writing.